Hey, good morning. How are you? It is Monday. I believe it's September 9th. It can't be. It can't be September 9th. That would mean that we are literally a couple of weeks, like 3.5 weeks away from the Now Honors and Power of Pink. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited about that. I'm also terrified because we're 3 weeks away. Anyway, this is our 100-day challenge for the Power of Pink and the Now Honors. I'm interviewing people all over the place that are being honored or have been on our stages, are sponsoring or supporting. And today, this young lady, I met her last year in Pittsburgh with the Global Sisterhood. Hey, Dr. Shelley, I know she's out there watching. Lisa Hatch is here. Hey, Lisa, what's happening?
Hi. No, how are you doing? It's great to be here.
It's great to have you here. So tell me something. You and I met in one of the prettiest cities. I have never seen so many trees.
So beautiful. It was so
It
green
is,
and just
Pittsburgh is
lush.
so pretty. And right now, Dr. Shelley is claiming every bit of beauty because of Pittsburgh. She's going, yes, it was all me. It was a beautiful, beautiful event. And then we end up talking, and now it's like, you're here. You're on the show. Are you
Yeah.
coming in October?
I would love to come. I'll have to check into that. I hope that I can. I came to your event last year and absolutely loved it. And I just so appreciate all that you do for the women that you support. And I I just love this whole movement. And so I'm so proud to have met you and some of the other women like Shelley that we lift each other up and we support each other with the different projects and the different things that we want to do in our lives. And so it's just a beautiful thing to be a part of.
You have been on a journey yourself for
Yeah.
quite a while, you and your family and your company, and you've created a really unique company. ABC Square is exactly what?
Okay, so backing up, I've been involved with this project for a little over 2 years now. We have a company called the Certification Collective,
Uh-huh.
and it's here to offer certified quality courses for especially medical professionals, but also we have courses that will reach those that are in any kind of medical or health professional field, such as anything from doctors, nurses to um, estheticians, massage therapists, and so forth. But our very first project was putting together a course called ABC Squared. And I have to
Ah,
refer back to a doctor who has developed this ABC Squared protocol, and he's been using it with his staff and clients for years and years. And what this ABC Squared method is, it's a way to identify any kind of abnormal lesion on the skin, and it quantifies that abnormal lesion. So whoever is looking at it can say, oh my goodness, I have this number. What do I do with it? I either send my client to, for instance, a doctor or dermatologist, or, why don't you just take a look at this, take a picture of it. And if it changes in the next few months, maybe you need to go see a doctor. And the reason we have this course is to help in the movement of early detection of skin cancer. If we
wow.
can detect these abnormal lesions that could potentially become skin cancer early enough, then many lives can be saved. Needless surgeries, and sometimes even people have facial surgeries that can be disfiguring,
Hmm.
And, skin cancer is on the rise, especially with women and the elderly. And so the doctor that introduced this to his clients many years ago came to me about 2.5 years ago and asked me to write the course and take his idea and put it in a format that we could teach other people how to do this protocol. So
Wow.
I left my full-time teaching. I'm an anatomy physiology professor, and I still teach part-time, but my main focus over the last 2.5 years has been to get this course written, which I have. It's now accredited. It's fully recorded now. I recorded it so we can have it online, and we'll be supplying the online clientele through a company called Beacon Live. We have, of course, we have a social media presence now. If you did,
Nice.
I know, right? It's small, but it's getting there. We may need your help. But I've been teaching the course over the last few months in person for people in our area, in the Phoenix area. And
Okay.
hopefully by the end of this month, it will be online. And so I do need to say one more thing. We have an advanced course for medical doctors, and then we have a basic course for just anyone, including nurses, PAs, estheticians, me, whoever would like to know this
Oh,
protocol.
that was going to be a question. I was going to ask you that. Is it something that, I could take it home because you're in Arizona, hot, hot, hot. We're out in Vegas, where it's 100,000 degrees down here for 3 months.
Right?
And skin cancer is getting, I don't know if the numbers are going up or we're just growing so much in Las Vegas area that it seems to be the numbers are going up. So if you're living in Southern Nevada or Arizona and you're going, I don't know what this is, should I be concerned about that?
Yeah,
Then they could order your course or they go online.
absolutely.
How to walk me through the
Right.
steps, the
Okay.
initial steps of the first test.
Well, you first would need to go to our website, and all you need to do is type in the Certification Collective. And the in person course that's offered right away is September 28th if you are in the Phoenix area. If you are unable to take this course in person, then we will have it live. And what we have on the website right now is that the in person course will be available soon. And so by the end of September, it should be up.
Okay.
That's in the plan. And what this gives you is it gives you a certification. You're certified to identify any abnormal lesions that could possibly be on the skin. And so the course first introduces a person to the basic anatomy and function of the skin, and particularly these cells that are directly linked to skin cancer. And
Wow.
then we quickly go into, well, what is skin cancer? What causes skin cancer? And what are the different types of skin cancer? And this course isn't about them identifying skin cancer because only a biopsy can identify skin cancer. This is
Right.
just only to give them a knowledge base. So when, let's say, a massage therapist is giving a shoulder massage and they see something abnormal, they can quickly assess it and give it a number based on this ABC squared protocol. And based on that number, they then give a recommendation for that patient. So,
Okay.
yeah, so that's what this is.
So how long is the course?
The
And how
course is
long does
about,
the certification stay? It's like it's for
okay,
1 year and you got to renew it, or once you've done it, you've done it.
those are two incredible questions. First of all, the course is about 3 hours,
Okay.
and we have the certification. The certification will last for 2 years, and
Okay.
then because based on new new research that comes out and so forth, we want to keep the course relevant. We want to keep it up to date, and so every 2 years we will go through the course and update any statistics, any new scientific information that has come out. So that's
Okay.
why we do that. Yeah. And I have to tell you a quick little story.
I'm
As I
waiting.
was as I was writing this course, oh, did I interrupt you? I'm sorry.
No, no, no. Go for
Oh,
it.
as I was writing this course, I was out to dinner with some friends, and our friend, he was telling us how he had some skin cancer taken off his back. And he was telling us the story because I was telling them about what I was doing. And as he was eating, I noticed something different, unusual on his arm. And I looked at it and I said, you ought to go to a doctor and have that looked at. I have a feeling this might be something that is concerning. So about 2 weeks later, he called and he said, this was skin cancer. You found
Wow.
a skin cancer. And it was what they call squamous cell carcinoma. And that's the same type of cancer that he had on his back. And so just by becoming aware of this particular protocol and becoming aware of these abnormal looking lesions that can appear on a person's skin, you become
Mm-hmm.
hyper aware. And you mentioned that maybe there's just more people and the skin cancer cases are on the rise because there's a higher population. Well, I just want you to also understand that could be the case, but based on the Skin Cancer Foundation, through the last 10, 15 years, skin cancer cases are continually on the rise
Wow.
per capita. And this is what's interesting. There's a shortage of dermatologists in the Midwest and in some of the other northern states of our country. And this is what's interesting is that there's a very, very high incidence of skin cancer in those states where you would
Mm.
think there would be skin cancer. And so we say that awareness just isn't quite enough, that the level of awareness right now is not enough. We need to
Mm-hmm.
increase that to the point where even people that are not their population doesn't have the number of dermatologists, for instance, that California or New York has,
Right.
for instance. There we could have physicians and nurses and PAs that are certified in ABC squared. We like to think of it as like CPR, right? How everyone knows CPR and needs to have CPR. We want ABC squared to become as big as CPR. We want it to just be a thing that, hey, I need to be certified in this so I can detect or recognize anything that may appear that could possibly become skin cancer.
So I've got a couple of questions for you.
Okay.
One, people of color. I am a
Okay.
mixed child, right?
Mhm.
People of color, my mother never told me to put on sunblock when I was a kid. That wasn't,
Right.
they didn't worry about it. And it's
Right.
like, should people of color be concerned about skin cancer?
Absolutely. Absolutely. In fact, squamous cell carcinoma is one of the cancers that is found in people of color. And one of the reasons that it can be so more deadly and melanoma as well with people of color is that, you do have people of color, including you're mixed. You have more melanin in your skin, which melanin
Hmm.
helps protect against the UV sunlight. However, let's say you do have a pigmented skin cancer developing, you may not see it as readily
Mm.
until it's too late, until it has metastasized. And so people of color definitely can and are at risk for getting skin cancer. The risk of skin cancer is just much lower.
Oh,
However, yeah.
okay.
And the other thing is some skin cancers will just arise, excuse me, from normal skin, not a mole. And many times there are types of skin cancer that arise on skin that isn't always um, exposed to sun.
Mm.
So yes, so everyone is at risk for skin cancer. Absolutely.
So on a professional side, I've got, medical in my family. We got medical in our business. Our business partner was a corpsman, in the U.S. Navy, retired as a corpsman, and then we got first responders and all of that in our family. This certification, is it something that they would go and get on their own independently, or they're hoping their job or the hospital or the clinics or wherever it is that they're working will do it? And if they have it on, if they've done this certification, does it help them career wise? They can put this on their resume, for example, to say, hey, I am certified in this program.
Yes, these are really great questions. Our business model is where we would have a referral. And so first of all, we would want the companies or medical practices to pay for this certification, first of all. And that's part of the business model. And so let's say, for instance, we have a massage therapy company, okay? And let's say all of their massage therapists become certified in ABC squared. Well, let's say they find a lot of abnormal lesions. Where do they refer those abnormal lesions to? And
Mm-hmm.
so we would have medical practices that are tied in with our network that would receive those patients. And so it would help their practice as well. And so our plan is to have a network of referral areas. And so it would be beneficial for a company to have them certified in ABC squared. And
Okay.
also quality of care. Let's say this med spa that I go to a med spa here. And, if their nurses and their estheticians were certified in ABC squared, this is a higher quality of care they could give to their patients, as well as the ability to refer to a medical practice that is aware of ABC squared and have people that are certified. They may not be dermatologists, and certainly you could refer to a dermatologist, but dermatologists, they're so backed up, they're so busy because they're seeing everything. And so if we could be able to refer to the dermatologist just those abnormal lesions that require immediate attention instead
Right.
of, that would help the dermatologist as well. And so it could improve their practice. It could improve a PCP practice with this referral network that we're building right now, actually.
You mentioned that you're going to be doing a live training coming up. I
Correct.
believe it's at the end of the month, and then it's going to be online. Will
Yes.
you have instructors going to, if there's a group in Las Vegas that wants you to come in and do a live event, will you come to them? Will you have instructors come to them? Or do they have to come to the next course in Phoenix area?
I am the instructor at this point, and I would love to come to Vegas and teach a course. If you've
Okay.
got people for us to teach, I will be up there in a heartbeat. So I absolutely would do that. As we grow, I'll train other instructors. For right now, it's me. I'm the director of education and the author. And so I'm teaching the in-person courses here. And I also recorded the I also recorded the online course. And at the end of
Okay.
the online course, the doctor and I go through training. Together, we train these individuals that have taken the online course. So,
Okay. All right. I mean, I just wanted to, because you and I spoke about this a little bit like a year ago, and
right.
now it's something that you're actually teaching now, and that's amazing. And I know that across the country, probably across the globe, people are having issue with skin cancer. I know it's a big thing here in Las Vegas because we're like roasted chickens out here in September or August and July at 110 and 100 whatever. But I just wanted to have you come on and just share, because we haven't had a chance to really connect and really go deep. But now that you're open and out there, that's amazing. One, bravo. I'm proud of you.
Thank you. It's
You've been working on
been a
this for a long time.
we
Yeah,
have, we have.
yeah. And
Yeah.
two, I think it's amazing. I hope
Mhm.
that, down the road, if you don't already have it in place, I hope you have some kind of a program that will get the doctors and the estheticians and others to refer the program because they know the people. You know what I
Absolutely.
mean? They know the
Absolutely.
people,
Yes.
firemen know firemen, nurses know nurses. It's like they know the people. So, but I think what you're doing is amazing. I know that it will help a lot of people along the way. And you just have this amazing heart. So I know you're going to do something that's going to help the world, and that's just the feeling I got from you in August when we were out in Pittsburgh with all the thousands of trees. I miss those trees.
I do too. I do too. I miss them. Well, for
Those
right
trees are
now,
beautiful.
just everyone, if you want to be involved in this, if you want to learn more, just type in the Certification Collective. Um, we are now in the process of developing our marketing, and so if you want to be a part of that, let's get a workforce going.
Perfect. I love it. Thank you for
Yeah.
what you do,
Thanks, Tigo,
because
for
it's
having me.
absolutely, people, especially skin cancer, if you've never been around it, you go, it's skin cancer. They don't realize that skin is literally the biggest organ we have, you
Absolutely.
know.
I'm
And
impressed that you know that. Good job.
haha, I paid attention one day in school. That's that was the day. No, I'm kidding.
Oh,
But
that's so funny.
it is literally the biggest organ that we have, and people worry about drinking the right water and all that, but they don't concerned about taking baths in the wrong water and all of that because of their skin. It's a sponge. So to have you doing this and getting this word out, if there's any way we can help, I'm absolutely here. And I think you're absolutely amazing. And I hope you come back on and hang out with me sometime.
Totally. Anytime you need me. And I'll try to come up in the next few weeks to the conference for sure.
That would be awesome. That would be awesome. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Awesome.
Bye.
All right, everybody. You know what I'm about to tell you. Reach out to her if you did not catch all of that. Give us a couple of hours. We'll make sure that she's in tigodirect.com. You can reach out to her. Just look up Lisa and or skin cancer and reach out to her and say, hey, I am interested in the course. I am a doctor. I'm a medical facility. Whatever it is that you do that you think you need to know more about this program, reach out to her. She'll be glad to help you. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I want you to come back next time. And as always, I'm Tigo. I'll talk to you. Yeah, tomorrow. Have a great day.